Hi, everyone. I thought I would pop on and show you what I've been doing today because if you heard my announcement last night, you'll know that I am working really hard on summer school, and that starts on the 19th of August. And I am in the process in the next 2 weeks of writing all the content for that. So, in case you haven't heard me talk about it, or in case you're wondering, and you want to know a little bit more, I thought I'd show you some of the things that I've been working on just now. So let's pop over and have a look. I don't want to show you too much because I don't want to spoil a surprise, but this here is an overview that I shared on the group already, but I have split number sense into 12 vital pieces, 12 jigsaw pieces, but for the sake of them being clearly modeled on here, I've made them non-jigsaw shaped. But I want you to think about the fact that maths needs to be happening around the child. Children don't learn maths in a linear way, like focus on this, stop learning about it, focus on this, stop learning about it. It's about connections. So that is the aim of summer school, is that I am going to be specifically looking at number sense, but number sense 3 to 7. So from 3 years old right through to 7 years old. And I'm going to be looking with you at how that develops in these 12 areas. And I've also looked at the fact, this is part of my new learning last year, is that pattern is not a separate part of maths. Pattern is maths. And then everything we learn mathematically, not just in number, comes from pattern. So that's going to be a big part of what I share with you. What else will I share with you today? Well, I'm going to go briefly, because I'm doing a lot of reading, but I'm going to go briefly into this. Because those of you working in England will be familiar with a document called Birth to Five Matters, which was written by practitioners and as an alternative to development matters. And I have actually then used this and will use the research and the content of this and make sure everything fits, because I think it's a lovely way of looking at our children and not specifically thinking about them in terms of age groups, but thinking about stages. We do need to reference age groups so that we have an idea of a child's development, but I don't want the 3 and 4-year-old label to be everything, because it depends what's gone before. If you are working with 6 and 7-year-olds and they haven't encountered the things that I'm going to be teaching you, they'll still need to learn those earlier steps. So I hope this will be incredibly useful. But you can see here, range 5, and I'll show you the document in a moment, but range 5 is 3 to 4 years old. Range 6 is 4 to 5, so that's normally where early years ends. But of course, I've extended things now to 5 and 6 and 6 and 7. So I've got range 7 and range 8 included. So that's how I'm going to be looking. I hope again this will help us look at this trajectory as one and not think about early years and then key stage 1 or whatever your equivalent is. So the document, you don't have to have this. I'm going to be looking at development matters. I'm looking at the national curriculum for England. And if you're not in England, maths is maths. It's going to fit. Remember, the work I do is to invest in you and your skills so that you can make sense of the statements in your maths curriculum and you know how best to deliver them. So this was the Birth to 5 Matters, and it says guidance by the sector for the sector on the front there. And what I really liked in here is, for example, here in mathematics, here we've got what we on here, range 4 and then range 5 and then range 6. So I don't want you to feel that what I give you tears you in yet another direction. It has to use what's out there, what is the wonderful stuff that's out there. And I have got an amazing set of books on my table, but I will save those for another day. And just for today, let's go back and recap. Let's have a look on here. So today's share is, if I can get things out of the way and show you, is an overview there of this jigsaw approach all around the child. The fact that pattern is the starting point for all mathematics. That was a massive learning curve for me and really exciting. And the way that I'm going to be looking at this is to think about that progression, that trajectory as 4 steps, but not the age being the most important thing, and certainly not splitting it into key stages, but seeing it as a continuum. So I hope everybody that is exciting and interesting. And we have, I think, 114 of you signed up already, which is just brilliant. And you just need to go to the website www.eymaths.co.uk, look up summer school, and the link is there. Okay, it is as simple as that. And we said yesterday, if you are on summer break at the moment, as long as you can get permission from your school, if they agree to pay for it, you can still fill in the form, tick the invoice option, and we won't charge you until September. The only thing you have to do, though, is just email us and tell us that's what you'd like to do. And that is at info@karenwildingeducation.co.uk. And my lovely assistant Gift will help you out. Okay, see you soon for a next little sneaky peek behind the scenes for summer school.